Hi, hello, welcome. Yo, look at the increase in quality though. Look at that. I'm literally in HD. God damn. Hi, my name's Madison. Um, Trans woman from Puerto Rico, and this is going to be my third month HRT update. I didn't make a second month HRT update. I didn't feel like the changes were like that significant that it like warranted a video. So I just decided I'm gonna move it to the third month and I'll talk about it. I did make a video, like a Minecraft video, where I was talking about these topics, but I got age restricted. And it was like, I was literally talking about whatever came to mind. And I wanted to do this video specifically addressing my transition and the changes that I've seen, the things that have happened so far, how I'm feeling, where I want to go, things that I've considered, and stuff like that. So, yep, let's get into it. So, I talked about the first one changes. I think that one of the things that you immediately start seeing is that your skin gets clearer. If you have like acne problems, you probably may benefit. You're gonna have like less oily skin and stuff like that. But with that comes a downside, which thankfully I haven't experienced, but I have heard of like other trans women who've had this issue where since their body is like not producing enough oils anymore, they have to um not miss out with moisturizing because skin gets super dry and they may develop eczema or something like that. I think something like that. If it's not eczema, then disregard it. But thankfully, I haven't had that happen. I do like have like a tiny, like small night skincare routine, but my skin is like pretty oily and it's like pretty warm in Puerto Rico and pretty humid, so I don't have that issue with my skin being dry at all. I have seen my skin getting clearer. Ignore this. Ignore this it. I swear. My skin has been clearer. It's just that I just had that breakout a couple days ago. But overall, skin has gotten super clearer. Um, Also, I talked about my skin feeling like squishier in the sense that it feels as if I have like an extra layer of fat. If that makes sense. There's like more squish to the skin, and that happened. I'd say I started seeing it on the first month, but on the second month, it continued, I guess, increasing in effect. So now my skin is like a little bit more squishier, and I don't know, my hands just like look softer. They like look more femme. If that makes sense. People didn't like really compliment my hands before, but I was at college and I was playing the piano, and a friend of a friend was there, and she was like, "Oh, you have really beautiful hands." And it's like, "Oh." Internally, I'm like, they kind of like they've changed. Like they look softer and they look like more femme. And yeah, I'm kind of living for that. So that's one of the changes that I've seen. Another of the changes that I saw that I like talked about in the first month were mental changes. Um, those are still present. I feel that I'm more social. I'm like extremely happy nowadays. Like, of course, you have your bad days and stuff like that, but compared to before starting HRT and specifically before like coming out, like it's a night and day difference. Like, to the degree that I wake up and like I actually want to do stuff. Like, I'm like, okay, what am I gonna do today? And academically, I feel like I'm a tad bit more motivated. To be fair, I want to leave college. I've spent 6 years in college already, and I'm done with it. I don't want to know about college anymore. I'm over it, honestly. Um, but I do feel like I can focus more and I can sit down and like study and I don't know, before I had trouble like focusing. To which degree it's the hormones, and to which degree it's like, well, before I was like super focused on wanting to transition and all these things to the extent that it drew focus away from college. But now that I already have that, it's like I can put more focus into college and stuff. I don't know if it's like, it's probably a combination of like hormones doing their thing, like mood wise, and um me already like getting that and not having to worry about that as much. So that's another thing. I do feel like it's easier to like talk with people and socialize with them and show like more of myself. Before I had trouble with that, but as time has passed and as I like start developing like comfort within myself and with who I am, it's it just becomes easier to like go up to people and like just have conversations with them and stuff like that. Another of the things that I've seen is that I have seen like slight differences in like my face, especially like now looking at the camera. It's like I do see like a tad bit more difference. I feel like my face has gotten a tad bit rounder. It's not where I want it to be, but I have seen like a slight difference in my face. I have seen a slight difference in my figure, specifically around the chest area. There is development happening, specifically in the nipple area. It is like more prominent and um it has like started developing. I am like talking with my doctor, and she did say that we could up the dosage in October. So in October I'll be upping the dosage, and hopefully that helps me reach the goals that I want to reach, like body wise. But to see some development already in my third month, it gives me a bit of relief because at around this time it's where it's common to like see some development, like breast wise. And being in like the early part of the average is like, oh, okay, like stuff's happening. And for a lot of these changes that happen, they're like small and minute, and you really like don't notice them until like one day you're looking at the camera and you're like, oh, like I kind of look a little bit different. Specifically, like when I'm looking back at other videos and other recordings that I've done in the past, like I see some differences. But like the chest differences, those are more noticeable, and it started out with like a slight soreness. I would describe it better as if like I hit myself and I had like a bruise or something, and then I was like touching the bruise. It's like that kind of feeling. And throughout like the next couple of weeks from when I started to feel that, I did started to like notice a slight like bump underneath that area. And as like time passed and last weeks have passed, it has gotten like slightly more prominent. And right now it's like something that especially when I'm like taking a bath, I have to be careful because it's like very sensitive. And if I like run my hand over it pretty quickly, it hurts. So that's another change that I've experienced. Um Body wise, I still like haven't seen anything that I've noticed. I've like looked at the mirror and it's like, huh, body kind of looks different, but I still can't pinpoint. I am taking some like pictures as like a timeline, but I'm still debating as to whether or not I'm gonna post them. I'm not taking one like every week. I'm like taking them maybe once or twice a month, just to like have something to document and to look back and see, oh, like things do look a little bit different. Maybe my shoulders look a little bit different, or my chest area looks a little bit different, or my waist area, or my face, or my hands, legs, whatever. So that's that. I think that's most of the changes that I've experienced. Socially, I've started like presenting fem like full time to college. It's it's a little bit difficult because I still rely on like makeup to like be pretty comfortable with my looks. I think about that with makeup, I like look good. I'd say like I look presentable, I'd say, but without makeup, I still don't feel like fully comfortable going out. I feel like people are stare more, and I feel like with makeup, maybe if I'm far away, I can blend in, and that's just all I want. I just want to like live my life and not have to worry about the stares and like the comments and like pointing or whatever. Um, but yeah, I've started to like present fully femme, which has been an experience. I think it's the difficult part is getting yourself to do it first and getting over the thoughts of, oh, the stares are gonna happen. Like people are gonna look up and all of these things. And in reality, I mean, people you do catch some stares, but overall, like it things have gone fine. And it has helped me like develop more confidence with myself. Another thing that I did want to discuss is the future changes and what the future of my transition is going to look like. I feel like for me, I've been pretty like reserved in the area of like surgeries and what I want, but the area that I have like consider and that I started to like research and stuff like that to plan ahead is FFS. I feel like my face has like a lot of insecurities that when I look in the mirror, I like, oh, like I have a prominent forehead and it just like protrudes a little bit more. And oh, my chin is like a little bit too wide, and my nose from like the profile side, it doesn't look good, and stuff like that I do want to change. So that's something that I'm considering. What I've always told myself is that I want to wait until like a year until I start like considering seriously um putting myself in surgery, because earlier in the transition and especially in like the first year is when you start seeing dramatic changes happen, and I want to wait until I see how my face changes and how my body changes to like then decide where I want to go and what I want to do like surgery wise. The one that I'm pretty sure I'm going to do is FFS, but it's the same thing. Like I want to wait a year, see how things go, and then go from there. FFS is like pretty expensive though, and it's multiple surgeries, so it's something that I have to plan carefully and start saving up money. And if you're like considering these things, or if you're like considering transitioning and you're like you've thought about surgeries but don't know how to approach it, I'd say put your focus on HRT first, or if that's what you want to do, um, put your focus on that. And I'd say wait a little bit because you are going to see changes. And what I don't want to happen for me is to make changes to my face that maybe the HRT would have done if I just like waited a full year. So that's my approach. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna see. Um, that's that. I have my next appointment in October. Blood work in October. The results for like the 3 months in between were like good. I don't know, like the levels aren't really as high as I want them to be, but it is like improving, and like testosterone did go down, and I started T blockers. So hopefully that helps. Hopefully that gets me like more results. Yeah. So that's the video. I don't think I have anything else to discuss. Videos like this around other topics. Now that I have a good quality, I have to take advantage of it. I really do. And now that I'm considering to drop a course that I'm taking, I'm gonna have like a bit more extra time that I can put on this. So that's good. Yeah, that's that. So yeah, thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed the content, subscribe, tag along. I'm gonna do more content for sure. Anything that I can do to like maybe give me a chance to I'll do my own thing and hopefully and help other people and maybe make a living out of it. I don't know. One can dream. And you should let me dream, alright? Don't shatter my dreams. Bye bye. Bye.